This news update is brought to you by...
Everyone's looking for more space.
How many pairs of shoes do you need?
Closet space.
Circle again, I think I see one.
Parking space.
And that is how Pythagoras' theorem works, understand?
Even headspace. But when it comes to data storage, MyCloud from Lime has plenty of room for you. Upgrade to a Lime data plan of 500 megs or more and get 3 gigs of MyCloud data storage free. It's great for storing photos, music, and much more. So don't delete it. Store it on MyCloud from Lime. It's the only space to be.
Upgrade to Lime.
This is the Barbados Today morning update for Monday, January 19, 2015. I'm Carol Williams. Good morning. She first issued the call last year without any success, but opposition leader Mia Mottley is not backing off and insists the government should put together an eminent persons group to help deal with the economic problems in the country. She renewed her call while addressing the Barbados Labour Party's St. Lucie branch meeting at the Darrell Jordan School last evening. Mottley told supporters that all allegiance must be put aside to stop Barbados from sliding into further economic chaos. While acknowledging that former Prime Minister Owen Arthur did not support the idea when she first proposed it last January, the opposition leader insisted that all hands are needed at this time. Government is getting advice from the pulpit, and it's not about political and economic issues. Stating that he had a message for the country, Pastor Carlos Brathwaite of the Dunamis Outreach Ministries, Staple Grove, Christchurch, yesterday told the Frondel Stewart administration to stand firm and not buckle under the economic pressure by turning to the International Monetary Fund. Delivering the sermon during the service to mark the 75th anniversary of the Labour Department, he prophesied that a change is coming for Barbados and insisted that the country can manage its own affairs.
Do not allow the IMF to come into this country unless God says so. We can manage our own affairs. And with God on our side, we shall come out victorious. I believe that with all of my being. Because when the IMF comes in, they're going to have conditionalities. And they're going to insist on several things.
Meantime, despite last week's demonstration by the National Union of Public Workers in the city, Labour Minister Dr. Esther Bayer says she is happy with the industrial relations climate in the country. Addressing the congregation at the same church service, she said Barbados has much to be proud of.
I'm grateful for the state of industrial relations today. Yes, I have actually said that. I am grateful for the state of industrial relations today. Because we in Barbados are in an enviable position. We have a legacy of dialogue. We have a social partnership. And we do have a stable industrial relations climate, even in this economy, that allows us to work out our issues peacefully. And even when we strike, when we march, when we protest, we can do that too peacefully. And in such a way that it then allows us to be able to return to the bargaining table, even the very next day. And in Barbados, unlike in so many countries, our chief labor officer and our union bosses don't have to fear for their lives.
A week of activities is on the way to remember Barbados' first Prime Minister and national hero, Errol Walton Barrow. It commenced yesterday with a service at the Vauxhall Methodist Church by the ruling Democratic Labour Party. During the service, Prime Minister Frondel Stewart spoke of the unselfish work of the man who led the country to independence. He said the former Prime Minister brought about significant and long-lasting changes to the island.
We do not memorialize the lifetimes and contribution of the late Right Excellent Errol Walton Barrow because of any commitment to any form of idolatry. We remember Errol Barrow because he effected a fundamental change in our lives and in our experience. We do not memorialize a man today who was leading an insignificant nation. Barbados is a great place, so great that sometimes we take its greatness for granted, and we lose sight of the fact that many of the comforts we enjoy today had to be fought for by others.
One teenager has been traced, but 2 other residents who were reported missing last week have still not been located. Police say 17-year-old Tonisha Jordan of Coles Cave, St. Lucie, was traced over the weekend. However, 14-year-old Kisa Amanda Barton of Central Close, Haynesville, St. James, who left home last Thursday, has not been seen or heard from since. The St. George Secondary School student was carrying a mauve North Face bag. She is 4 feet 8 inches tall, has a stout build and light brown complexion. She also has brown eyes, an oval face, and thick lips. Also missing is Signature Alpha Halford of 3rd Avenue Licorice Village, My Lord's Hill, St. Michael. The 31-year-old left his home last Wednesday and has not been seen since. Halford is about 5 feet 7 inches tall, has a slim build and dark complexion. He has dreadlocks and a beard, as well as tattoos on his neck, chest, back, and forearm. Anyone with information on the whereabouts of the 2 missing persons should contact police emergency number 211 or the nearest police station. In sports, chairman and owner of the England-based Wigan Athletic Football Club, David Whelan, is looking to bring a boys and girls club to Barbados. Whelan made the disclosure while delivering the feature address at this weekend's 32nd Annual National Sports Awards at the Frank Collymore Hall. He said he has already approached Sports Minister Stephen Lashley, who has expressed interest in the initiative.
I just feel that this island would benefit enormously from something like the Wigan Boys and Girls Club. And I'm so keen to get that going. I have a meeting with the Minister. We've talked about it. It's a great idea. It's an idea that I want to push and pursue. And this island has got great future. It is. You've got some great youngsters on this island, and I want and love to get them the chance to play sport, to learn, to be together, and to grow and be members of the Caribbean or the Barbados Boys and Girls Club.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter, that's the move for me. Stability, prosperity, we're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union.
In the region, the Jamaica government has sought to allay fears of a fallout among local businesses as a result of the restoration of diplomatic and economic relations between the United States and Cuba. State Minister responsible for foreign trade, Arnaldo Brown, says the new rules could do more good for Jamaica's tourism product rather than cause it to get damaged. While noting that the 50-year-old embargo against Cuba was still in place, the minister said improved Cuba-U.S. relations may present an opportunity for Jamaica and Cuba to collaborate on marketing their tourism products. He said normalized ties could also open doors for tourism investors and other businesses in Jamaica. However, President and CEO of Sagicor, Richard Biles, has suggested that Jamaica should closely monitor the move by the U.S. Internationally, dozens of people, including children, have been kidnapped in raids in Cameroon by suspected militants from Nigerian Islamist group Boko Haram. One police officer estimates that around 60 hostages had been taken. Officials say 4 villagers who tried to fend off the attackers were killed. Reports suggest this is the first time Cameroonian villagers have been kidnapped by suspected militants. Boko Haram has seized control of towns and villages in northeast Nigeria and is threatening neighboring nations. Chad, which also borders Nigeria, has sent soldiers to help Cameroon in the fight against the jihadists. And that brings us to the end of our Barbados Today morning update. Join us again this afternoon. Until then, log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, or like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on Izumi Media in bus terminals, on Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. Also tune in to Channel 101 on Lime TV to get all the latest news and sports. I'm Carol Williams. Have a great day.
This news update is brought to you by...
Everyone's looking for more space.
How many pairs of shoes do you need?
Closet space.
Circle again, I think I see one.
Parking space.
And that is how Pythagoras' theorem works. Understand?
Even headspace. But when it comes to data storage, MyCloud from Lime has plenty of room for you. Upgrade to a Lime data plan of 500 megs or more and get 3 gigs of MyCloud data storage free. It's great for storing photos, music, and much more. So don't delete it. Store it on MyCloud from Lime. It's the only space to be.